Hey all, I'm here with Lee at Frosty Models and we've got a KAMTEC order coming today, and I've got my new racer in here which is completely sealed, and we will open it up and have a proper look at it in a minute. But they've got in the new kits today. So we've got the mini racer here. It's the standard mini racer, full kit, already comes built, comes with a body, window masks and everything. Tyres are set up, you just put your own electrics in it. So that's a wicked little kit. It's what I currently run at the minute with this one over at Louth and a few other places, do this class. But Keith's just brought out the, KAMTEC have just brought out the Pro, which I'm hoping is in this box. I literally haven't opened it yet, so we'll have a look. I don't know what Keith's put in here really, so there's going to be all sorts in here.
Packaging.
So there we go. We have, so I do know, yeah, I do know that, I'm quite lucky for this, KAMTEC are actually out of the Pro kits at the minute.
Oh really?
Yeah, because they literally flew off the shelves when they came through. So let's get that to one side. Yeah, they sold out within like the first week, I'm sure, of like the actual Pro kits. So yeah, it looks like we've got the same body shell there, which is a mini, which is going to become my lad's one, because I like the little style.
So obviously a different shell to that, but
yeah.
that's
so yeah,
the mini, that's the toilet style.
Yeah, that is another KAMTEC one. It's the little Toyota style. It's like their 1300 saloon stock one, and it's not as detailed as the other one, but I just quite liked it. It looks old and retro and square, and I like
made it certainly detailed.
Old school wing on it that Krusty turns around and says all the aero, and it's actually like a rollover device if you roll over it. It doesn't stay on its roof.
Always more than one reason.
So that's the mini that comes with the actual standard kit, so that's cool. Always have window masks with them, and then I think in here we've got some other little goodies. Let's have a look what came with this, and we'll get into the actual chassis.
So same aero.
Yeah, same wing, same end plate piece of Lexan there, so you can make your end plate as big as you want it, and see how that goes. Show you what they've done to the Pro to increase that. So here we go.
Oh wow.
Side to side.
Leaner, meaner machine.
Yeah, so
yes.
Got cutouts in it.
Wow.
So the motor slots in. And I believe the motor pod is different profiles, so it actually sits below the motor sits below the level of the chassis.
Oh
so
wow.
Yeah. Cutouts there and there. This has got the cooling slots there, and this motor sits about 3mm lower, I think, in the chassis. So combined with that front motor mount, front turbo mount, and the lower here keeping the electrics low, the CG I think will be quite low on this one.
Yeah, I can see a couple of changes there.
So it has some caster blocks in here. These are pre-production ones, I believe, at the minute, but KAMTEC will be bringing out their own range of caster blocks. Again, get all your hardware here. There's another set of battery tie downs at the side here. They all have these bungees on. Then what else have we got in here? We've actually got a motor spacer. So I was just saying about how the motor sits in this one, so that you get better aero and cooling through these fan motors. This one comes with a little motor spacer, which is available as a separate bit.
So that's fitted on there. So
yeah, that one's already got one.
Yeah.
But I've got one to go on this one.
You got an extra one.
That will fit on here, which gives that spacing then for the breathing of the motor.
So you can still upgrade this one further.
Oh,
you don't need to
massively upgrade. You don't have to go over to the Pro. I've gone over to the Pro just because I just want to have a look at it. Really, I'm interested to see about the setup and seeing about these.
So we believe this one's got more interchangeable parts. Different clubs like bangers. There's a few parts.
Yeah, so that one is basically a 1300 saloon stock.
Yes.
Mini stock chassis.
So we're talking with same rear pod. Same axle.
Yeah, so no, I don't think it's got the same rear pod as the Banger. It's slightly different, but
slightly
yeah.
Different.
But I think you agree that you're only going to be doing the circuit racer stuff anyway. So, so yeah, it's for what we can do the circuit racer side here.
If people are familiar with this. This is a new.
Yeah, so
it's still interchangeable parts.
Front end here is almost identical. We've got all the same arms. These. The Kingpin is the same in here, the front arms are the same. It's only when we start to come down past the battery holder here that things start to change, because this has got a completely new rear pod on it.
Oh,
rear
I can
back
see
end.
a sprung loaded.
Exactly that, yeah. So here we have a centre mount pivot ball.
Yes.
And it'll pivot on that there. So basically the chassis just rotates on that centre point with 2 sprung bits at the back. Where this one now has almost like a floating rear pod. So it still has that centre point, but you have adjustable springs here as well. So we can actually change the rear pod a lot more. And that's why I like to have a play with it, really, just to see how much I can adjust it. So on this one, 2 springs at the back with a centre point.
Have you lost
there.
that on that then?
Yeah, so on this one here, you've got the option to put them in,
Okay.
so I can really fine tune how I want the back end to set up. So it pivots on that back bit there. So I'm going to put the springs in there. It has a droop screw as well on here. It hasn't got them there.
Droop screw.
Yeah, so I can change the droop on the back here. So if you look on the rear pod here,
Oh yes.
you can actually add a droop screw to that. So I can actually set the droop on it as well. So yeah, I think obviously it's literally just unboxed it. So I'm going to get it set up, put the electronics out of this one into this one, and see how we go with a little run round at Louth. So I think we've got the first winter series round coming up soon, which I'll put some details of.
Yes.
But yeah, I think it looks like
What are we talking price wise? These I think are priced around £80.
Yeah, I think the standard kits about £80. I think these retail around about £100, £110. So not much more, but a lot more engineering gone into it.
Yeah.
It's not a vast difference in price, but for drivability, I think this one's just going to have a little bit more tweaks. So if you're new to RC, this thing here is just perfect for you. You're not going to get overcomplicated. You're not going to get yourself in a mess trying to change things and adjust the car too much. Whereas this one, it's aimed more, as it says, at the pro and people that have got a little bit of idea of how to set up a car. So I think this one will be aimed at people that have got a little bit of knowledge of what does what.
This is what we say. We say more basic the better, because
just get you into racing.
I know these are built,
Yeah.
but people could build them wrong or read the manual wrong. So they won't be able to go too far wrong by changing anything on this.
No, literally, I think it comes set up with the tyres and everything like that for just general carpet racing.
Dare say you could put the electrics in and pretty much race this.
Oh, I would happily take that with a set of electrics as is, without truing the tyres or anything on that, because I think they already come trued by the look of it. They look like they've had a little bit taken off them. So bang some electrics in that and just take your racing, just enjoy your racing. That's what it's about. This is grassroots racing.